So, it's no secret that studying in Canada as an international student is really expensive, especially if you come from a country with a weaker currency. However, a few videos ago, I got the question if it's possible to pay for tuition while working as an international student. Even though generally for the typical immigrant, that answer is no, you can still make money as an international student. And in this video, I'll be talking about how I made $35,000, actually over $35,000 as an international student in Canada. So if you wait till the end, definitely you'll hear about how many internships I did, the 5 side hustle, and how much each of them brought me as an international student in Canada. I'm actually really excited to share all of this. I'm very transparent about my process, and in getting ready for this video, I did a lot of homework to bring you all the accurate numbers. So if that sounds like anything you're interested in, of course, just give it a like right now. There you go. And join me in the video. Hello beautiful people, my name is Janey, aka Janey of Canada, and on this channel we talk about everything life as an immigrant professional. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, or you just love the energy so far, please give it a like, share this video with somebody who should definitely get this inspiration, and then subscribe. Anyways, let's get into the video. Thank you. So when I moved to Canada in 2015 as an international student, I got support from my parents to pay for my first tuition. But I was very intentional. Thank God I had a brother who kind of told me about things and how they work here in Canada, to find programs, so postgraduate programs that allow me to do a co-op. It doesn't matter unpaid or unpaid, but I wanted to, one, get money, but also get work experience so that I didn't have to battle with the dreaded Canadian experience when it was time to get into industry. So for my first program that I started in 2015 September all the way to 2016 postgraduate, I had one co-op, and my very first co-op was for 4 months in a local magazine, and it paid me, guess what, $0. It was an unpaid co-op. But then I knew that I needed to make some money on the side, so my next co-op that same summer of 2016, I found a new internship that would actually pay me for 4 months minimum wage at the time. So total I made from that second internship was $8,844. Yes, so working 4 months in Canada at a corporate organization, I was able to make over $8,000 from a 4-month internship. The next internship I did was when I had now gotten into my second program. So I have done a second postgraduate program. If you're wondering why, wait, second postgraduate program? So typically in Canada, if you want to get a 3-year work permit, you need to have at least 2 years of study, and so a lot of international students would do a second program. Some people don't worry about that, depends on your background and your context, but that's not the focus of this video. So coming back to my second program I was doing in Canada, which was a postgrad, I did an internship for another 4 months, and this internship for 4 months brought me $7,680, which was, I believe I was paid $14 for this internship at the time, and I worked for a period of 4 months full-time over the summer. So I should pause and say, typically as an international student, you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week during school term. The caveat though is that during the holidays or breaks, you're allowed to work full-time, especially when your program has a co-op. A lot of times the universities, the colleges, or the institutions will support you in getting a co-op. That wasn't really my case, and I've talked about how I networked to get all of these jobs. But if you want me to focus on how exactly I got each of these internships, let me know. I'll make a dedicated video about that. But for now, third internship, from May 2017 to July 2017 for 4 months brought me to $7,680. And then by the time I had gotten into my master's program in 2018, yes, I did a lot of schooling. Anyways, I had now also known that my master's program had an opportunity to do a co-op or an internship, whatever you call it. And so that co-op internship brought me $8,960. So in total, from internships alone, I made $25,000, 484. So if you're like, I'm not an entrepreneurial person, I just want to work, I want to work in the corporate space, yes, you can, like, literally, you can make up to that. Again, caveat, this is over 3 years. So I'm just letting you know that while I was an international student, which was over the course of 3 years, I made 25,400 plus working in internships. Now, talking about the side hustles I did all through that time, I have talked about it in the video here where I talk in the cards, most likely in the cards, around how I paid for my loan, my international student loan. So I had an international student loan that I needed to pay. So just working a regular job was not going to cut it for me. Plus, to be honest, I'm very entrepreneurial, so I felt like I needed to do more to get by, to make money, and to support myself. And so here are the 5 different side hustles I did while I was an international student and how much they brought me. The first one I did was I used to babysit, and I'm going to start in reverse order. I started babysitting in 2018, end of 2017 actually, December of 2017, all the way to around August of 2017. I actually networked my way to getting a babysitting gig, and these gigs would pay anywhere from $16 to $18 per hour. And because really I was babysitting a lot of wealthy people's kids, I used to get tips sometimes. So I actually calculated, and in total my babysitting for 7 months got me over $3,500. If you're counting, we're making some progress here, okay? And then between 2016, when I shot my first YouTube video, and 2018, which when I stopped being an international student, I had made hair for over 60 something plus clients. And when I was researching this video, I actually found my journal where I actually tracked every client I had made their hair. This is the book actually, fun times. So if you look here, it says client, let me see if it's gonna focus. Take your time now. Yes, clients 2016, and you flip the pages, all my clients 2017 all the way to 2018. Anyhow, I had served over 63 clients, and in total from hair YouTube I made around $5,458. I also was making shea butters. Actually, this whole pool, 5,458, came from doing hair YouTube, which was maybe around $200 for the first 2 years. I started making body and hair butters because I have incredibly dry skin, and the clients I would serve were usually people with kinky curly hair, and they needed support with their hair, so I started making butters and selling those as well. And then I was carpooling when I started my master's, meaning that I would take people in my car between Kingston, Ontario and Toronto and charge them $25 or $30 per seat. And so that got me around $6,000. And then when I went to school, I was never afraid to open my mouth and ask for help. So I'll always ask for bursaries, scholarships, loans, and any of that sort. And so I got $2,300 or $2,300 from a bursary in my master's program. So all in all, those side gigs got me around 11,500 plus. So those side gigs plus the internships I had mentioned all through being an international student got me over 37,800 as an international student in Canada. So all that to say is, when people say, oh my god, how can I work and how can I pay for tuition or survive in school while I work, it is possible. It's just really tough. I always tell people to start from what you have in your hands. What can you do with your hands to get clients? All that 60 something plus clients. I didn't really know too many people in Canada. Yes, I had my brother's friends, but that was pretty much it. I got ads. I actually created ads on an A4 paper. I just looked at the bus stops at the time, and then there will be these A4 papers where you put what you do, and then you cut. Then on the side you put your name and your phone number that people can contact you. I went to Humber for my program, so all the way throughout the street that leads from my house to Humber, I would actually post these flyers in bus stops so that people could find me. I posted ads on Kijiji, on Facebook. I was doing really like scrappy things. I would go into people's I remember I would go do some home service, and I would feel so sketched out in like the ghetto, and be going home in the middle of the night where I can't feel my fingers. There was times where I would babysit for people's kids, and there would be racist slurs that were said to me, or racist encounters, maybe not slurs, where they talk about my skin color or my accent. All of that stuff you would typically face while working in Canada. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, it's just about making the money. There's a lot of things that would aim to come for your mental state. So you just need to balance it. Like, you don't have to be doing everything. The fact that I have 5 side hustles, or I had 5 side hustles that were bringing money as an international student, doesn't mean that that has to be the case for you. If you just want to focus on the corporate space, you can make a lot of money working full-time internships, especially now really that we can work remote. I've heard of people working more than 2 part-time jobs from their desktop or their computer, especially in this digital age. You don't have to be out in the cold or interfacing with people who don't like you, right? So I'll say there's always a balance. Do what works for you. Nobody's journey is the same. Try not to measure yourself against your classmates or people who you know who came to Canada ABC, but also you open a mouth, because a lot of these gigs I got, like the babysitting gig, the carpooling gig, my hair clients, all of that came from me always telling people what I like to do or what I do, and then referring people to me that way. So it's always good to just spread the word. If you have any questions particularly about any of these things I've shared, or how I made this amount, or if you want me to focus intentionally about how I got these internships and all the jobs I've gotten in Canada so far, let me know, and I'll definitely answer that for you in the comments. But I just wanted to share with you that piece. And so let me know, are there any other, I want to actually be able to share, I want us to start the conversation in the comment. What side hustles are you doing as an international student? Because the truth is, you don't know what you don't know. So let us know if you're doing any side hustle as an international student in Canada that you should want to share with people. Please leave it in the comments below. And you can, if you want to actually be extra like me, you can add how much you get paid per hour or stuff like that, so people can start to see what's possible for them. If you like this video, please like it. If you love it, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.